Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the new Greenville update. And this update is their first licensed vehicle, which is Land Rover. And they came out with 4 cars, the Velar, the Sport, the SV, and the Defender. And we're going to be reviewing all of them, their noises, talking about their specs and everything. So let's go over here and look at the Velar. It starts at $78,000. This is the cheapest one they have. And this is honestly a really affordable car. It's probably like the best like practical in terms of price. It's really efficient. It sounds really great. Over here we can see it has a 5 liter V8 supercharged gas engine, 550 horsepower, 502 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, top speed of 170. It's really fast. It's really nice. It sounds amazing. So then over here we have the 2019 Range Rover SVR, or the Sport, and this one is also a 5 liter V8 supercharged engine, 575 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, so a little bit more horsepower than the Velar. And this one is 0 to 60 4.3 seconds, just like the Velar. And the top speed is a little bit more, 176 miles per hour. This one's also really nice. This has a really aggressive startup compared to the Velar. I like this one a lot. This is $93,250, so just slightly more than the Velar, but not crazy expensive. And now it starts to get pretty expensive. Over here we have the 2018 Range Rover SV Autobiography. This is the short wheelbase, SWB here. Some facts about this. Also a 5 liter V8 supercharged engine. 557 horsepower, 516 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 5.1 seconds, top speed 130. So it's the slowest out of all of them. It's also slowest speed and also slowest acceleration, and has a little bit less horsepower than the Sport over there. So yeah, this is also a really great car. It's obviously going to be a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger, a little bit slower, but it's a good roleplay car. It's also $190,000. It's pretty overpriced. And then over here, this is like probably my favorite, if not one of my favorites out of the collection here. The 2025 Land Rover Defender 110 V8. I think this is the shorter one. I'm not too sure, but they all have the same engine, the 5 liter V8 supercharged engine. This one produces 518 horsepower, 461 pound-feet of torque. So this one actually has the least amount of power, and it goes 149. So it's like in the middle. It has the least amount of power horsepower, like engine-wise, but it's not the slowest. It's in between. So this one's pretty good, 0 to 60 5.1 seconds. So it's about the same as the Autobiography over here. This one is like an off-roader, basically. And so over here, we can go ahead and we can see the startup. I'm going to spawn my Velar here. And I have some help over here because my friend Pugno has all of them. I only got the Velar. I'm buying mine later soon. But over here, we have the Velar here. Spawn it. Looks really nice. And it actually has 3D rims, which is really cool. Honestly, it's really cool. The exhaust is really nice. I have my little license plate here, and he just spawned his. And at the end of the video, we're going to be reviewing the upgrades you can do on this, because you can actually customize this really well. I don't know if these are fake exhaust tips. I mean, they look nice, but they're actually just normal exhaust tips, so they're kind of fake. But yeah, 3D wheels, really cool. So we can go ahead and start this up right here. Sounds amazing. Revving it, you can hear that supercharged V8. It sounds incredible. I honestly thought this wasn't going to sound that great. I thought it was going to sound okay. But yeah, that's for the Velar. And here's the horn test. Blinkers. Lights. It got high beams, low beams, and fog lights. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Velar. And let's go ahead and spawn the Sport now, just around here as well. I'm gonna despawn mine. All right, perfect. This is the Sport wrapped in this very nice midnight purple metallic over here. So as you can see, this one's also upgraded with the add-ons, the customization, the parts that you can add that we will go through at the end of the video. So there are 3D rims, really nice. These headlights are a little bit thicker than the Velar. The Velar is really slim, but they have about the same shape of the headlight. This one's just a little bit bigger. Really, really nice grill. Everything's nice here. Brake calipers nice. Everything's nice. The exhaust is also really nice. I don't know if it's fake or not because I don't own this car yet, so I haven't really looked at it that much, but it looks really good. I hope it's real. But yeah, you can see a lot of details down here with everything, the fender and everything. Looks really nice. I love the color. I love the color too. This one's a little bit lowered, and we can go ahead and listen to the startup. Yeah, as I said, this exhaust is crazy. This engine's way louder. It sounds way better, and we can rev it. So I think that this one is just like a little bit higher pitched than the Velar. It's louder, but it has the same similar sound that the Velar has. So blinkers are the same, pretty much, especially for the headlights, and the horn. Way more high pitched than the Velar. The Velar has like a dim horn. But yeah, this is a Sport. We can go ahead and spawn the autobiography now. Perfect. So autobiography is the biggest one. And this is actually my favorite. My second favorite is the Defender. So over here we have the silver accents everywhere. Silver and white looks really, really nice. I think this has even thicker headlights than the Sport. And I don't know if it's because it's older or because it's more luxurious. I don't know, but this model has thicker headlights. So over here, we can see these details around here. Really, really nice. There's a place you can put your foot on. Brake calipers. The exhaust on this one's a little bit bland. I mean, it's not as eye-catchy as like the other ones, but I mean, it's pretty good. Taillights over here, the classic Range Rover taillights. And yeah, so this is the most luxurious one out of them all. And yeah, it looks pretty good. So let's listen to the startup. I'm pretty curious for this one. Okay, it's like in between the Velar and the Sport. It's a little bit toned down. It's like a lower pitched growl. And we can rev it. Yeah, the rev is way less than the Sport. It's like really toned down. Not too sure if it's higher or lower pitched than the Velar, but this is way more lower pitched than the Sport. I'm not sure if I think it's quieter and a little bit more low pitched, but yeah. Pretty nice. Blinkers are all the same. They have this little like circle or oval and then this like curve. Taillights. Over here, we have the blinkers down here. For the other ones, I think that the whole tail light lit up. Horn. Okay, so all of these have different horns. This one is like in between the Sport and the Velar. The Sport is really high pitched. The Velar is really toned down and dim. And this is like kind of high pitched, but also not really dim at the same time. So it's in between a little bit. But yeah, that's for the autobiography. And then we have the most different of them all, and the newest one as well, the Defender. If we can go ahead and spawn that, please. And huge thanks to Pugno for giving me these cars to review. And he also made a video on his channel if you guys want to go support him. The link's in the description. So this one it actually looks the best. It's very menacing. It's an off-road beast. You can see here all the details on the lights, the lettering, everything, the logo, the rims. He has white rims on this. This is a very high truck. You got a little ladder right there. The detail here is incredible. You can see all the plastic and the metal bits here and the bits in the light. And that was the horn. And yeah, you can see all the details here. There's some the white accents here. Really, really nice. And yeah, so let's go ahead and listen to the startup on this. Okay, yeah, so this is a little bit more high-pitched than the autobiography. It sounds excellent. It's not my favorite sound up. My favorite sound up is the Sport sound up. It's just the loudest, the most gnarliest. We can go ahead and rev it now. Okay, so I think it revs around the same as the autobiography. I wouldn't put it like next to the Velar or the Sport, but it would be around the autobiography and the Sport in terms of the loudness, how it sounds. But they all sound amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. So blinkers here. Oh, this one's different. So it actually, these two little dots are the blinkers for the headlights. And for the tail lights, the whole thing lights up. For the autobiography, it had similar headlights here where there was like two little dots, but the bottom one would light up for the blinkers. This one, all of them actually light up. So that's pretty interesting. Here's the horn. And yeah, so they all have way different horns. I can't even place, I don't even know where this horn would go. The Velar is like really dim. The Sport is like high pitched. The autobiography is in between them. This one's like in between the autobiography and the Sport. It's like kind of loud, but it's also like, it's like the perfect horn, I think. I think I like this horn out of all of them. That one's too high pitched. That one's too quiet or too low of a, like, it's just too low. And then that one's actually pretty good, but I think I like this one more. And yeah, you can tow with this one. It's really good. He just spawned a trailer over here. But yeah, this is really good to tow. And yeah, they all sound really good. So now let's go ahead and I'm going to drive this car. We're going to go ahead and go over here to the customization. Just going to go over here. I'm going to spawn my car because I can't customize his. Over here. We can go over here. I'm going to unlock this car for him so he can get in, see the customization. So he can go ahead and hop in if he wants. Looks like I ran him over. Oh, he wants to come back. Oh, I ran him over. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we have a new button here. It's labeled parts. Usually it would just be these four: paint, plate, rims, and suspension. But now we have parts. So if you click it, these little dots come up, and each one has its own thing. So down here, if you click here, there's mud flaps you can enable. I've enabled every part, but you can see the mud flaps here, the rear and the front, they all have mud flaps. And over here, carbon fiber lip spoiler, I've enabled that one. It's pretty nice. Over here, hitch or a bike rack or none. This is really cool. I like this. The bike rack, actually, you have a second license plate as well. But yeah, so each thing that you click on, it has its own little thing that you can adjust as well. Like the hitch doesn't have one. But if you click on a bike rack, there's two extra things that you can adjust. Like you can add a bike, and over here, if you click, you can add the accessory. So you just get an extra thing. So I put mine on hitch. And then that's the mud flaps. And then for up here, roof rails, I've enabled that. And then once you enable roof rails, you can enable crossbars. And then once you enable crossbars, this little thing pops up, and then you can enable your cargo. You have roof box 2, roof mounted bike carrier, none, roof mounted kayak rack, and roof box 1. I like roof box 2. But yeah, every Range Rover here has this. And I'm not sure if any newer cars, like fictional cars, will have this feature as well, where you can customize these parts, or if only the future licensed vehicles are able to be customized like this. Either way, I really like this customization. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the whole entire update. I'm sorry I was a little bit late for it. It was just my timing and everything. I'll try and be early on the next one. But yeah, really good update. I love how these cars look, how they sound, how they feel, how they drive, their performance. Everything is amazing. And I can't wait to see what other cars, hopefully licensed, Greenville comes out with next. So yeah, check the description of this video. Follow Pugno. Huge thanks to him for allowing me to borrow his cars for this video. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.